Hey guys, today is Saturday, so that means I'm going to do my third weekly installment of my M1 Finance Power Rankings, where I'll show you my top 5 and bottom 5 stocks in my portfolio and see what changes are made, what changes might be coming, so stay tuned. Okay, let's get into it. This is how my account's looking right now. $3,700. The last week has been up 1.57%. So let's get into, I'll show you last week's bottom and top 5 stocks, and then we'll kind of compare it to this week, and then I'll go over what kind of changes I might make this week and what changes I made in this last week. And just as a good indicator of how the market's going and how I want my portfolio to go. So let's get into it. Let's get into the bottom 5. Hopefully you can see this very well. I just did a sniping tool of last week's bottom 5, and I included like a honorable mention, number 6 in here. So last week's bottom 5 was NVIDIA, number 1, Amazon 2, TAIT number 3, Netflix 4, and BX number 5. And last week's episode, I seen that BX was kind of a dip, so I wanted to add to that one. I'm not sure if I think I did add to it, but I thought it was a good buying opportunity last week. So yeah, let's get into this week and see if I can pull up that. So NVIDIA, let's get into the alignment tool. Kind of stay tuned for a little bit so I can kind of run this kind of next to it. Yeah, so as you can see, NVIDIA is still my number 1. NCMI kind of made its move. It had some bad news, and I think some bad earnings for the week. So I'll have to kind of research that one to see if I want to add to that position. Netflix is still in the top 5. Amazon and Shop is a new entry into the bottom 5. So I don't see really a whole lot of changes with this. The market's kind of been trying to bounce back up. So I mean, I'm in this for the long term. So I don't see any real changes here. So let's look at the top 5 and see. I'm kind of doing this in real time, so I kind of benefit from as you're seeing it. I didn't research, my top 5, bottom 5, see what I'm going to do before the video. I'm kind of looking at it in real time and kind of seeing kind of what I want to do with it. So let's go to the bottom 5. Okay, so bottom 5 is currently StarBucks, MCD, KO, Coca-Cola, Walmart, Procter & Gamble, and O is my honorable mention. So most of these are no surprise again. I always say my top 5, at least in the first 3 weeks of these power rankings, tell me more just because, it's been a kind of up and down market. So, usually the cream of the crop comes up and, the standards. So the McDonald's is still my favorite, even though Starbucks had a very good earnings and news this past week again. So let's go in and top 5, and let's pull this back up. Whoops, what did I do? Okay, click. So as you can see, bear with me. I'm kind of doing this in real time, like I said, and let's try not to click on that. So McDonald's is now my number 1. Starbucks number 2. GLUU, which I think, I don't know what happened to them, but it's one of my speculatives. And I looked, and I didn't see any real huge news. Maybe they just had earnings. Coca-Cola and Walmart. So nothing really changed too much. O and Procter & Gamble just fell out. So, I mean, everything pretty much stayed the same except for GLUU, which, like I said, is one of my speculative accounts. So I don't see much change in here. I probably will add to these. They're my favorites. And McDonald's, of course. I want to probably make McDonald's one of my bigger holdings for now. But I don't know. It's went up so much in the last 3, 4, 5 years. I just don't know what the upside to McDonald's and how high it can go. There's only so much potential, I think, on these type of stocks. But I mean, Costco, what's that at? Over 200. So I mean, it still probably has room. But it's obviously a different type stock. So anyways, this is my top 5, bottom 5. I hope you enjoyed this. I enjoy kind of looking at my account each week and just kind of seeing what has changed in my portfolio. But I am gonna kind of take my foot off the gas through the end of the year. I've been aggressively depositing in all my accounts, and I just want to step it back until after Christmas. So I'm gonna probably lower my deposits going into M1 Finance. The same with my Fundrise account. My Fundrise account, shoot, I got like over 7,500 in that one already. This one I got close to 4. Then my Lending Tree, I got over 7,000. So just in those 3 investments alone, I just got too much for now, and so I want to build up my some of my other accounts until the end of the year, and then reassess at the end of the year. So again, if you like this, M1 Finance still does have a promotion through November. So if you are interested in M1 Finance, where you can get into stocks commission free, then please sign up using the link below. You'll get $20 added to your account based on a $100 deposit, and I'll get $20 added to my account. So it's win-win, and I still highly recommend them. So I would appreciate it. So take care, and happy investing out there. Bye.